Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the collective message. Divine Holy Spirit, what do you have for the collective? What's the collective need to know and be made aware of? Please and thank you. All right, y'all. So in a quick meditation before this, I do understand that there is protection happening for those of us who, I want to say needed, but you know, we always need it, especially if you're in this spiritual or on this spiritual journey. But I feel like it's coming in unconventional ways of protection. So I would say, you know, don't regard things as, you know, being hurtful or negative, you know, if it's a missed opportunity or, you know, just by chance of something showing up that you were taught that, you know, it might be a bad omen, but it really isn't. You know, just those things, those kind of things when I say unconventional. It's for your good, for your protection, all right? But I figure since, you know, the demonic entities are turning up a notch here, so, you know, spirituality, protection in that regard is also turning up. So again, it may show up in ways to where you're not used to identifying something like that as protection, but it totally is. All right, Spirit, thank you. So what else do you have for the collective, Spirit? What do you need to know? Thank y'all for your subscriptions, your likes, your shares, your comments. I'm here for all of it, so I appreciate you, all right? Let's go. All right, right off the bat, that's a big chunk right there. Let's go with that. I'm not even gonna entertain anything else. It's all about whatever this is right here. All right, so we have the Seven of Wands reverse at the bottom of the deck. So hang on just a second, y'all. I'm just getting unconventional terms, all right? So I know this Seven of Wands in this particular order, which it's reversed, this has to do with somebody who's overwhelmed or succumbing to their own actions, because I feel like it's what they put out, they're getting back. But it's much worse now because they're only stuck with this one rod, and now they have to defeat 6 rods coming against them. And if you look at visually in the card, like those 6 wands are a little thicker than the one that they're holding, right? So these 6 wands here, you know, obviously have more power, right? But I feel like at the same time, the person in the card, the energy, whoever's holding the wand, whoever dished it out that's getting it back, they empowered these people to be able to do so. So if you think about it, the person with the 7 of Wands, if we're talking about a particular person, which could be your ex-person, you know, they were very like immature with their whatever their actions that they were doing. They were really kind of just flighty. It just wasn't really like solid connections. It was flimsy, kind of like that rod that they're holding. But what happened was they came up against the right people, because the right people were able to go and find their own rod and build it up and strengthen it. And not only that, but you know, it took time to get there. That's growth here with those wands. So I look at that as empowerment. You know, they empowered their, you know, their victims to be able to come back. And if it's them teaming up together to come after this one person, then that's what it is. All right, so that's the overall energy, y'all. Here we go. Whew. All right, so I'm hearing, looking at the Star card reverse, the card right here on top is that it was all about them, is what I'm picking up. So I have to determine who that's coming from. You know, if that were energy of somebody saying it was all about them. So if that is this person in this 7 of Wands reverse that I wanted to say, quote unquote, accidentally inspired others to be great because of their own actions against them, like it reversed on them, then that would be that person saying this about you. Like, I should have paid more attention on who they really were. I should have done my research on who this person was, right? Because the star card can go either way, I feel like, in this scenario. So if we have person A, I'll say your person A collective, and then person B was the one coming against you in the Seven of Wands energy. So person A, you, meaning, you know that they recognized who you were by way of this star card, but they mistreated that, or they did not acknowledge that for themselves, that you were the star. If that was them saying this about you, is the energy that I'm getting. So with the scenario of person B, Seven of Wands, they totally acknowledge now that that's what's coming up against them now, all these stars that they were able to help identify that they were stars themselves. That's who's coming back against them here. Because, you know, I'm all about direction here. So if we replace the person in the star card with these wands, that's the energy that I'm getting. But it's a little too late for that, right? So, I mean, it would suck for them because it's like they have all these major players coming against them. So if I'm talking about major player in regards to spirituality, them finding themselves, them loving themselves and healing and all that, like to be able to face what this Seven of Wands thought that they were losers or tried to play them as losers, right? But to see them rise up to the occasion of themselves and loving and healing and now coming back toward them. And you might not even be lifting a finger. You might not even be doing nothing at all. Not even entertaining this person. But this is how they're feeling, is that you're coming at them now. Because, yeah, they're watching you. So obviously there's something that you're doing, whether it be social media wise, or maybe they just feel it in the air. They just feel the energy of you rising up, which they never would have thought that they would have succumbed to that energy, which is what's happening. All right, so you know when I get a book of cards out like this, I just like to run through the energy. So that's what we're going to do. So we talked about the star card reverse. Now, this Knight of Cups means somebody or something, some sort of energy wanting to come in and help heal. I said that. I don't normally say that with this card, but I have to figure out why that came out. So the Knight is a person of movement, like they're taking the initiative to come in and offer something. Like, you know, that cup could be an apology. So collective, if this is you, understanding that this person is in a bad way, they're in a bad place, and this is the person who I would call, you know, your abuser, the person who took advantage of you. Are you thinking of offering them some sort of assistance, or are you thinking of forgiving them? Have you forgiven them? Because I feel like when you forgive them, of course it'll set you free, but you're already on your horse, so that lets me know that you've already healed. Because I did mention offer healing, right? So if this is at a point to where this is where the forgiveness begins, then that initiation would have to do with you offering to them that, you know, I know you weren't in a right place, you weren't in your right mind, and I see that, you know, things did not improve for you. You probably wouldn't say that to them, but it would be pretty obvious, the energy that I'm feeling here. You know, that they did not move 10 steps ahead. They took 10 steps back. But you would be able to acknowledge that by some way of, you know, you passing by them on the street. I don't know, I'm kind of getting like passerby energy. Because this is somebody who's no longer on your radar, so to speak. You know, you probably remove their contact from your phone, they're blocked, whatever. Of course, you don't see their social media because you don't care, like you've moved on. So this is, maybe perhaps you're just picking up the energy if they're not doing well. And if you're sending healing vibes to them, then that's what it is. Or if you wish them well. All I'm trying to say is you don't wish any angst against this person, because you know they already got what they dished out. They're getting it now. They're getting it right now. All right, let me move on so we can understand more about this Knight of Cups. If it's forgiveness energy or if you're offering healing to this person. Let's see. What else is here? All right, so behind this card we have the Four of Pentacles reverse. So this has to do with letting go, this energy. So what once was thought of as a prized possession and it was your everything and you thought that that was the only thing that even mattered, this could be their energy too. that now it's like, okay, I understand that that doesn't matter. That's not what life is about. It's not about designer labels. It's not about how much money I have in my bank account. Like, I had things so misconstrued. It's about love. It's about everything opposite of the coins. So we're talking about, you know, swords, cups, and wands, you know. So the swords, you know, just the idea of just realizing what things are worth and, you know, the real value of things, and it's not money. The cups is like emotions, having healthy emotions, being healed and balanced. And then, you know, the wands, taking action, right? Not just sitting around hoping for things to change and get better. It's like actually like, okay, I need to move on. I need to keep my life going in a forward motion. All right. Then behind that, we have the Seven of Swords reversed. So, I mean, obviously, this has to do with a lot of mental attacks. You know, just somebody playing mind games with you. Let me see what else is here, y'all. Give me one moment. Because I had to look at the 4, 7. 4 and 7, that equals 11. So that's a duo. Because I just need to make sure that, you know, this energy still isn't in a place of I'm gonna get you before you get me sort of thing. And then we have the 7s here. Yeah, so this person has to eat all of this up, is what I'm getting. So not only are they being succumbed by the actions of others or just sitting by and watching all of the people that they tried to hurt raise up and do like far better than this person even imagined, but also this person in the 7 of Wands is also the person in the 7 of Swords. They have to take account for everything that they dished out. No, you don't get to walk away with your tail between your legs energy. No, you got to stand here and face all of this. You got to take all of this in. So if we're talking about, you know, 7 of Wands and then 7 of Swords, that's that same energy about you get it how you live it. Like, I mean, of course you're going to be sitting in a place of misery right now. Look how much you dished out to others. So that's going to be following you for some time now. So that's going to be a lot to mentally have to get over. So, you know, they did it to themselves. Like, they effed themselves royally here at this point is what I'm getting. So if we're talking about the extremities of, you know, them getting back that karma, definitely. I can't wait to see what else is here. But just off of these 2 cards, like, definitely they can't move. They can't physically move and mentally move. They can't. Physically or mentally. They're stuck in one place and they're getting all of that back. So they have nowhere to turn to try to avoid it. All right, so we have the Queen of Pentacles reverse. I'm looking at the Star card reverse at this point. I'm kind of drawn back to that with this Queen of Pentacles reverse, but I need to understand why. Because I know the Star card could have went either way with this energy. There was a person A and a person B. But both recognizing that there's star quality, star potential here. There's divine assistance here. Now, whether they use the divine assistance, well, you know, they basically abused that divine assistance that they had. And I feel like that's what attracted this Queen of Pentacles reverse. The fact that they were operating in a low vibration, you know, your ex-person, they attracted the same. And if it's all about the pentacles here, then it was all about money for this Queen of Pentacles. But she wasn't operating, she or he was not operating in a high vibration of understanding. Because the Queen of Pentacles in the upright is a business owner. You know, they know how to take care of themselves. They're very independent. If anything, they just attract money to them, you know, because they're a go-getter in that regard. They know how to make a bag. So these two energies together, they got together, and the story is about to unfold here. But this was the downfall. This was the one who felt this energy coming in, like, I'm going to get you before you get me. Since we're coming off of that Seven Swords energy, and that's exactly what that is. So this Queen of Pentacles reverse energy saw another game player, but, you know, your person, ex-person, didn't realize to what capacity this game was going to go. They were dealing with a queen here. So this queen knew pretty much all the nooks and crannies as far as how to get what it is that they need, even though they were in a low vibration. So that could have been any old kind of way, full of deceit, manipulation, secrets, all of that kind of stuff. That would eventually turn on your ex-person. All right, let's see what else is here, y'all. I got a few more to go through. We have the Fool card reverse. So I feel like there was this lovely picture painted here with this Fool card reverse. Now I'm understanding that I'll let you go if. That's what I'm understanding with this Fool card. But the if part just seemed like, you know, that was the only option that they had on the table. They had to perform the if, whatever the if was. I'll let you go if. Not knowing that the queen is so full of gameplay, they still had them by the ankle. Even though you think you're about to get away, whoever this person is in this Seven of Wands reverse, I still control your whole world, is what this Queen of Pentacles is saying. Now, normally the Fool card in the reverse means you get to have your new beginning, and it's a fresh new beginning. Like, there are no cautions here. So with this tricky energy, though, I can't neglect that Seven of Swords reverse energy there. That it looked like to your person a brand new beginning with no strings attached, because the only string that was attached was the if. But what was the if? I need to know what the if was. What was performed to satisfy this Queen of Pentacles, even though that they were lying, even though that it was a trick, it was a ploy. Your person, ex-person, thought that it would set them free. But let's see. Let's see what this is. Let's see what that is. All right, so this Emperor reverse. So something about something or someone getting away. They can't let them get away. Yeah, so that would be that Queen of Pentacles reverse, identifying that your person totally had Emperor energy. Because the Queen of Pentacles, they wanted to hitch their trailer up to your person, like permanently, but unbeknownst to your ex-person. They thought it was just going to be a, you know, just like everybody else. Let me just jump in, see what I can get, see who I can use and abuse, and I'll be moving on. But no, that the Queen of Pentacles had other plans here. So there's some sort of emasculating energy here that I'm picking up with this Emperor reverse. It's very weak. Even though this person, your ex-person, had a lot of strength, had a lot of abilities. They could have really went somewhere in life had they chosen the right path, but they didn't. They were in the low vibration, and they attracted likewise. But they attracted someone who has been around the block several times. And they saw what it is that your ex-person didn't see in them own selves. But now this is emasculation here at this point. They've taken away all of their power. I'm not saying for good, because, you know, if your ex-person could ever break away, which I don't think that's a possibility. If they could ever break away from this Queen of Pentacles reverse energy, then possibly this Emperor will become in the upright energy. But I really don't feel that here. I don't feel that energy here on the table. So the emasculation part of it is them being weakened. like being drained of their energy source. Whatever this Queen of Pentacles was able to benefit from your ex-person, that's what it is. You know, they still get to show up as, you know, the title, whatever title that they had, whatever position they played, they're still showing up in that energy. But as far as them being in full 100% power of that and in control of them own selves, no. No. So they might have got their new beginning, but it was this new beginning. Reference to that Fool card. All right, so yeah, so this is definitely a draining of energy with this Nine of Cups. So this Queen of Pentacles energy can forever have whatever it is that they wanted from the get-go, from this Emperor, which would be your ex-person. Like more than enough. Whatever this is just going to keep coming. So if this is like an IV bag of your person, ex-person, that's what the Queen of Pentacles has. More than enough. Oh, stuck on you is what I heard. Stuck on you. All right. So this Ace of Swords has to do also with a new beginning. But this is like creative ideas, endeavors. But the win was for the Queen. It was a win-win. So I feel like the Queen can have her way with this Emperor. Like that weakened energy, that emasculation energy, whatever the Queen says goes. There will be no arguments. There will be no abusing anything that has to do with this Queen of Pentacles by way of, you know, your ex-person. They're going to totally stay in line by what this Queen, I mean, they have no choice. They have to. They gotta eat up all that they dished out. It's safer at home with, you know, the Queen of Pentacles than it is outside for your ex-person. And they're realizing this. Look, Four of Wands, what I tell you. So they could have recently got married. This is just, you know, people preparing for some sort of celebration, some sort of family gathering here. You know, this could be announcements within like the family. Maybe there's a birth of a child. Maybe there's, I mean, it's still something to celebrate here because, you know, this Emperor is not going to show that they've lost control. They still want, like I said, they still get to keep the title. They're still going to show up and do what it is that they've been doing. But when they go home to this Queen, it's a different story. So that would let me know that outside, it looks happy. It looks like, yeah, we're going to work it out. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, we just struck this major deal, like lies, like, you know, like it's really good, you know, on the outside looking in. Or that's how they want people to think and feel about this when it's not. We know the truth. But it's safer at home was my point for your ex-person. It's safer, you know. Because I feel like if they go outside, they're being fed to the lions. And the Queen of Pentacles knows this. They know that. They know what they have. The Queen of Pentacles has a prize. At least it's a prize to them. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Let me keep going. So we have the Knight of Swords coming in. So this is some sort of announcement energy as well, like a rushing in. Yeah, like somebody, like your ex-person, their mind is like always racing is what I'm getting from this energy of how to get out. How can I? Like, this is like totally like survival without letting anyone know your plans. But in their mind, it's this kind of energy. You might not see it on the outside, but on the inside, it's like, I got to get out of here. Like, there's no way I'm staying here. There's no absolute effing way I'm staying in this relationship with this demon. It's funny that your person calls them a demon. I mean, which... you know, that title could be had as well for this Queen of Pentacles. Because of the control. All right, let's see. We're getting toward the bottom here. All right, so the Tower. I mean, I knew this was going to be here. So that's going to bring on the Tower, whatever this energy is that they're coming up with in their mind. Because, you know, the Knight of Swords energy can be irrational. It's like unannounced. It's like sporadic energy. And then it's going to definitely bring on this Tower. And, you know, the Tower has to do with divine intervention. So what's been built up on false pretenses, false ground, you know, a bad foundation, it's got to come down. And you look at the card, you see two characters falling to the ground, buildings on fire. But they have to, that was the only way out, was to jump to their death. I don't know. They couldn't walk down the stairs or take the elevator. The only way out was to jump, because that's how dire this was. Yeah. All right, what else is here? Oh, yeah. 5 of Wands. Not surprised to see this energy, and in the reverse at that. So it's intensified. So what were little petty arguments and conflicts? And, you know, I feel like if they did get in a little tit for tat outside of the doors of their home, you know, it was common, because people knew that they didn't get along. You know, what I said with the 4 of Wands is what they want to create, but other people around them know otherwise because of the history. You know, yay, y'all want to try to work it out, I guess. I don't know. But people are like, yeah, there's no way. That can't even be. I can't even believe they even got married. Like, what? So in the reverse, this 5 of Wands just means like definitely like the police being called. You know, it's out of hand. This is abuse at this point. Like, you know, conflict, major conflict. All right, what else we got? Oh, oops. Okay, there's a Queen of Swords here. So Queen of Swords is, the Queen of Swords is making some sort of declaration here. So is this like, this is like the turn up right here. This is the turn up. I'm going to get a clarifier. I'm not even going to see what's behind the Queen of Swords. I'm going to get a clarifier on this Queen of Swords energy. What's the turn up energy spirit with this Queen of Swords? What's going on? All right, so I heard Libra. I really don't do signs like that, but Libra definitely came to mind. It's Queen of Swords energy. Please clarify Queen of Swords. All right, so I asked for a clarifier for the Queen of Swords. It flew out over here, so I'm going to leave it here, but I'm going to reveal what it is. So we have Coffin card. Coffin card. So, you know, this is an ending. 1 and 9. That's 10. Completion. I'm torn if I want to, if I need another clarifier, or if I just need to revisit this energy in regards to this Queen of Swords here, which I think that's what's going to happen. All right, y'all give me a second. So we were talking about forgiveness up here, or offering some sort of healing here, because that's the card that it's touching. Well, it's touching, you know, these 3 cards here. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 moment to get the message. So I'm hearing undoubtful and undoubtedly. Undoubtedly. Now I gotta hold on, y'all. Undoubtful, meaning you can't doubt it. And undoubtingly means the same thing, right? Like you can't doubt. And you know, when I started out, you know, with the meditation before the cards, and I revealed that to you, that channeling, that had to do with unconventional ideas of protection. I'm being called back to that as well. Let me talk about this Queen of Swords energy. And then I'm pretty confident it will migrate back to why this coffin card came out once I get going. So I said I'm still feeling some declaration energy. So the Queen of Swords would be someone I feel like who's been following a timeline here. So this Queen of Swords would have an account of every single thing that has taken place. Because if they're coming in and making some sort of declaration about something, they have receipts. But why is the Queen of Swords coming in with this account, with this wanting to make something known here? Because that's what I'm feeling. Why is that? Well, here we are. So if this Queen of Swords is about to wrap up, you know, their final chapter here with the coffin card, the ending, and if this had to do with offering some sort of healing or apology, or I said forgiveness, or, you know, bringing offering, because that's where this completion energy is going. So if we're doing like a triangle here, like we're headed this way, you know, after this tower falls and this conflict breaks out with this Five of Wands reverse, the Queen of Swords shows up and is wanting to bring some sort of ending. So if this is closure for the Queen of Swords, then I can understand that. If the Queen of Swords is now able to identify, and then I have to find, you know, the Queen of Swords, who is the Queen of Swords? So, you know, again, and I say again, but in my mind, I'm already following a previous reading where the Queen of Swords came out, because I was like, this is the counterpart. Yes, it's coming back to me. I said, this is the counterpart of somebody who is equally controlling. And we do have the Emperor out here. So if I'm talking about your ex-person showing up as the King of Swords, but not here, but, you know, proverbially, because the Queen of Swords is here. And this person wanting to come to you because the ending is here, whatever ending that is, especially with this Tower card. You know, and the coffin card representing just that, the end. Are they coming to make some sort of apology or asking you to forgive them? And I said that that Queen of Swords in the previous reading was tied to your ex-person. So I said at that time, I was like, okay, so being it a counterpart of like a King of Swords energy, somebody who's really controlling, which was shown up as your ex-person, then that could be tied by, you know, they could be a mother, they could be a girlfriend, wife. But there's an ending here that's very obvious. And especially that energy of wanting to come make it right. Oh, because I did say something about, you know, by them coming to you, they're looking for some sort of past. They're looking for some sort of way to escape judgment on themselves. Like you're supposed to be the one who can free them or something, because, you know, they're acknowledging that they hurt you and they were behind it. They knew what was going on. They didn't stop it. They didn't try to do anything about it. And they could have, but they didn't, because they were playing favorites, perhaps with their own child or their whoever, which would be your ex-person, if this is mother energy by way of this Queen of Swords. I knew it would come. Let's see what's behind the Queen of Swords here. So yeah, if they're closing out their final chapter, of course, you know, they want to make it right before they go meet their maker. Or try to escape karma or something for the next lifetime. But you waited till the last moment. Like, that's what sucks about it. Queen of Swords, you had plenty of time. Because you knew what was happening. You're the Queen of Swords. You know, all you do is think. You knew. All right, y'all, let me keep going. So we have the Knight of Pentacles reverse. So this is wanting to come in and make some sort of offer, but it's really taking. It might look disguised as wanting to come in and give you something that's going to be valuable to you, something you can like sip on and chew, you know, and say, "Oh, this was so nice of you. I know you didn't have to do this. Thank you so much." But no, it's really designed to take from you. So by this being behind that Queen of Swords energy, it's still trickster energy, because that came up in the same reading that I'm referring to previously. Trickster energy. Don't fall for it. Again, here's your second warning. Do not fall for it. Whatever this Queen of Swords is bringing to you, after something completely blows up in their face, like completely blows up, do not do it. So, you know, those unconventional protection measures I was telling you about. So whatever's showing up to you, that's like, it could be kind of alarming, shocking, you know, it's protection. It's protection. So keep that in mind, y'all. All right, final card. Look, y'all, please, please, this is your second warning from me. Page of Swords reverse. Page of Swords reverse. This card has everything to do with someone being untruthful. It might seem innocent because it's a page, but it's deadly. It's deadly. I have nothing else to give to you at this point, so I'm going to end the message, and I hope this helps.